Good angle. Fantastic. So, geez. All right. Well, now that Chris's hat's on straight, welcome to the Toy Boys podcast. I'm Chad. I'm here with Chris and Eric. Hopefully, joined soon by Avery. Jared is currently on assignment. Today, we're diving into the exciting new toy reveals straight from New York Toy Fair. From vintage inspired collectibles to the hottest new releases, we've got all the buzz, surprises, and must have toys coming your way. Grab your favorite figure and go ahead and kick back. Join us as we break down the biggest announcements and coolest finds from the toy industry's biggest stage. Let's jump right into it, boys. So, I don't know about you guys, but I know you didn't have rehearsal this morning like I did, but I had rehearsal with my students this morning. So while they were in the next room rehearsing, I was basically sitting on my phone, my computer, just watching drop after drop after drop from New York Toy Fair today. I mean, just obsessed. So Eric, you how about we start with you and we talk about some of your favorite releases that you've seen today and what you're thinking about
Uh, well, yeah, I didn't have as much leisure time apparently to keep up with all those posts. I did mention to you guys that there was some news already starting to come out yesterday about Mask. I don't know, do you guys remember the name of the company that snagged the license for that?
Loyal subjects.
That's a um, I don't have much experience with them. I haven't bought any of their stuff before. I don't know what your opinion is of them,
They,
but
uh,
they
I
look
was gonna
really
say
good.
they did like those little small figures with big heads. They started with those, and then they jumped into like some Ninja Turtle figures that I think got them a little bit more kind of notoriety, and people were noticing them. And then now they're doing Mask. Take it away.
Back
Thanks
to
for the
you, Eric.
background info. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about them, but what they showed so far looks well, it looks like a one-to-one recreation of the vintage vehicles,
Yeah,
which is great. I mean, a lot of those old toys, that line specifically didn't hold up so well. It's pretty fragile. A lot of them have like broken springs and snapped off parts, you know, the ones in my collection even. So having like a pristine, brand new, functional working version of each of those would be really cool. So interested to see what the price is going to be. I heard that none of them will be over $100. So that tells me the Rhino's 99.99.
Huh.
The semi truck, because that's the biggest one. And then, you know, maybe the jet helicopter, the blue one, the Switchblade, that'll probably be like $80. Then maybe like 50 and 30. So, I mean, aftermarket vintage prices are way higher than that on all of those. So it's exciting stuff. I never thought this license was big enough or had the demand to
Yeah,
warrant a whole nother relaunch like this. So
same.
I hope it does well.
Honestly, I hadn't heard about this until you mentioned it. Which is a surprise because I don't know, there's still such a loyal following to this line, this old toy line from the 80s. You'll still see this stuff go for a really good price. Aftermarket and toy groups and like stuff like that. So it was really I didn't know until you mentioned it. So I'm just popping. You guys can see these photos I'm sharing right now, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So these look, I mean, this looks really cool. This was not something I was into as a kid. I don't even think I even really knew about it. But was this is this something you collected as a kid, Eric?
Yeah, actually, all four of those I had as a kid. They were all like in the first wave, I think, when the cartoon launched, and they were prominently featured in almost every episode. So those were high on my list to get as a kid. And like I said, though, some of them they suffer from some breakages. The chrome, like especially the Rhino, the semi truck has tons of chrome all over it and gets that kind of pitted deterioration that happens over time.
Yeah.
So I have them, but they kind of look kind of crappy and beat up. So would love to have these.
Yeah, I like this. This looks really cool. If like this looks like a car, if you had this in the 80s, you'd be the coolest guy that ever lived. Um,
I think it's a Camaro. Yeah.
it's like a Camaro with these like one of these like what do they call these doors? These like DeLorean style. So like this is ridiculous. It's pretty dope.
And the figures, I don't know if there's any good zoomed in pictures of them, but
I
from
don't
what
know if
I
there's
can
any
see,
close-ups, but I'll try and find them here. Yeah.
they look way better. Like they actually
Yeah,
have
you could
articulation.
And you could
Yeah.
actually see the details on the face where
On the face. Yeah.
the originals were just basically blank kind of canvases.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. It gives a lot more character in the face.
I also noticed like the paint apps and everything. They kind of remind me of like the old Robotech figures, like the faces and everything. Like
Oh,
because they look kind of like animated, you know, like they're based on the cartoon.
Yeah. It's looking
very
really good,
nice.
I think.
Yeah, I'm a fan. This is gonna be really cool. I'm really digging this whole resurgence and retro lines being brought back, which is going to be a pretty much a big focus of what we're talking about today. With these guys, obviously Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out of the woodworks all over the place with NECA and other companies, and Nacelle Toys obviously popping off with all their big announcements today. Chris, what about you? What would you see at the? What have you seen so far? I know you were just sleeping,
Um,
literally, so you might have missed some stuff.
yeah. Uh, well, I was just gonna say about Mask too.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys saw that Ramen Toys was working on some Mask figures as well.
No, I didn't see that.
Really?
Yeah, they were working on Mask figures as well. So they were also trying to acquire the license for Mask. So I guess loyal subjects actually got it too. But because, you know, Ramen Toys kind of works outside of, you know, the regular boundaries. I guess I think they're still gonna do their stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but from what it looks like they're still gonna push forward with their mask projects. So, but
Nice.
No,
but
Hasbro's
yeah,
pretty desperate for money right now. At least some news articles I've been reading that they're whoring out their licenses to everybody now.
well, yeah. I mean, I've been seeing like that with a lot of other licenses. Like depending on the region, like you know, other people are able to use the licenses and put stuff out, which I mean that's great for fans of anything because the
Yeah.
more stuff that's out there, the more stuff that we have,
Yeah. The more
you know, to
variety there is.
collect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, some of the stuff that I saw, I was just kind of looking really quick. I saw the, you know, the NECA figures, the a lot of the horror figures. The Terrifier looked really cool. The Jaws figures, Ultimate Jaws figures, those are
Yeah, those
ones
are
that
looking
I
good. I
was like
want to make sure we, yeah.
really excited for a long
Yeah.
time.
They
Um,
actually had the shark they shared, Eric, the shark from Jaws. It's like a 15-inch shark
yeah,
from Jaws.
I
Yeah.
did see that one. I think that's actually
I,
a re-release. They came out with that like 15 years ago or
I
something.
don't think I don't think they were doing that shark. It looked like they were putting out like a version of the game, the original game that they put out. You know, Jaws the game. It was like a
Yeah.
board game.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Oh,
so I don't know if maybe they couldn't produce the bigger massive scale one. It looked like they were putting out maybe a smaller version and trying to get away with it that way. I don't know. I just looked at the pictures really quick because I was about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately, we
um
don't have Aaron to do research for us today. Um, but hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Jaws 50th anniversary. Oh yeah, well, Jaws 50th anniversary edition. I don't know. This kind of seems to imply that it is from the movie, I think. Um, so I don't know.
the shark was didn't it say like Jaws the game on the background? I thought I saw that.
I don't see that yet, but you could very well be. Oh, the game of Jaws. Okay, now I see it. It's got like a from the board game, I guess that's what this is. Okay.
Okay. Or maybe there was a board game in the background. Maybe that's why. I just looked at it really quick, so I'm
No, no, no.
probably
I think
thinking
this is like literally, or maybe I think this is the box for it.
got it.
Yeah, and then maybe it is based off of the game. I don't know. Or maybe it's supposed to be both. It does come with a ton of accessories, which is kind of funny. Um, that like it spit up all these different accessories, all the pieces of the boat and stuff like that. Looks pretty cool. Let's see if I can pull this up as well so we can just get a quick look at this. Just because when I saw this, this really caught my attention. Um, earlier, all kind of. Oh, I think this is the.
that's
Yeah,
the tank that they blew up to kill it.
that was in the third one. Oh no, no, I guess that is the first one. I'm thinking of the there's a grenade in the third one, the 3D one where they blow them up with a grenade. Um, Yeah, the tank that you're right that they used to blow him up. And then there's the license plate that was actually, I'm pretty sure, in the stomach of the tiger shark from earlier in the movie. But yeah, just a bunch of fun little accessories here.
Damn, I haven't even seen those pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
Nice.
the camera here, the tire, anchor. This is all really cool stuff. And then they also, while I've got this open, let me try and pull up what they just posted about even earlier, or even sooner than that, was this figure, the Richard Dreyfuss character, and Quint, the Robert Shaw character.
It's the one I want.
Yeah, I honestly I want both of them. They look really nice.
I like that facial expression on him. So,
It's very accurate, right? It's just
full
very
head.
Yes, swimming with bow-legged women.
Jesus.
You, the cage goes in the water. You go in the cage without
I
shock.
like the scene where they're singing together, like the somebody show me the way.
Yeah.
I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Avery, what's going on, sir?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Doing all right, man. How was
Doing
book
good.
club?
Oh, it's good. Good,
All right.
good
I get it.
iteration.
Like, what happens at book club? You're not supposed to talk about it. So that's like the first rule. But like, I just wanted to see how it was going.
Y'all funny.
Well, we were just talking about
The Jaws.
some of these toy fair. Well, we're talking about Jaws specifically from NECA, but we're talking about some of these New York Toy Fair releases. I was wondering if you've seen anything today, anything that's caught your eye, anything that you're enjoying.
Uh, I saw some of the stuff real briefly. What you posted in the chat. The
Yes.
Ninja Turtles. Something. Is that
Yeah.
NECA too? Or is that somebody else?
I think Chris posted Super 7 and NECA, I think.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't think I posted any Super 7. I think everything I posted was
was
NECA.
NECA. It might have
Yeah.
been me because I think Super 7 posted, and there's so much, like, we've been
Yeah.
inundated
Yeah.
with posts. I think that was it Super 7 that was doing the 2003 Turtles and NECA that was doing like the 2012 Turtles, I think is what I've been
Ne-
seeing.
NECA was doing those too. The 2012 Turtles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think NECA was
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
12. So,
Okay. Okay.
and I think Super
2012. What's the
7 was doing
2012? The Nickelodeon one, or the one from the movies?
Yeah. The Nickelodeon ones.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Nickelodeon.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. 2012. Okay.
Yeah. And I think I have some of those images saved that we could pull up here in a little bit. But yeah, I was on like a posting spree earlier on our social media accounts, just trying to keep up with everything. So I've got a lot of those images too. But yeah, anything else that caught your eye before we start diving into some more specific
No, not really. I've been kind of busy, starting my new job. So I'm out here in Ohio. That's why I'm in the hotel room.
I was
So,
curious. It looked like you were in a hotel.
yeah. So
Having a
here for 2 weeks.
hoedown. Very cool. So I know that some of folks who are watching us right now are definitely interested in what we've got to say about a lot of these Star Trek figures that just got that were just announced today, just kind of previewed. So I'm going to share my screen again here for just a second, so we can cover. Oh, God. I was hoping that these would come back in order. Hold on, let's go bloop and bloop.
So I don't know if you saw the is it Hiya
Yeah,
that was doing those? Did you see
yeah.
those?
Yeah. I've got them too. I've got, trust me, I've everything I can find today. I've got here. We
Did
can
you
start
see?
with Hiya real quick if you want.
I mean, we could start with whatever you got right there, but I was just trying to fill in the gap right there while you were looking for something.
Oh, so you're just trying to.
Cover for you.
So you guys can see this this Kirk, this unpainted mold.
Yeah. What scale is this?
Is this? I think this is the six
I think
inch.
they're like I think they're like 4 inch, aren't they?
Well, I thought they had like a 4 inch line, like a 3 3/4 line, and then I thought
Oh,
they had a. Hold on, because I think there's a comparison here. They have a smaller line and then a taller line. You see what I mean?
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm seeing that Pike with the cloth shirt, and I remember we saw the one with the sculpted one. Remember the one that they're promoting that you
Yeah.
can pre-order right now?
Yeah.
It's got the sculpted shirt, so I don't know if that's supposed to be the same one or that's supposed to be a different line. But it,
I wish I would have had more time to look into this. We had such a quick turnaround. This might be a taller scale that they're doing with like soft goods, maybe.
mhm.
And then maybe the shorter line is all
Yeah,
plastic.
hard to do soft goods on a 3 3/4 inch figure
Yeah.
Yeah.
without it looking like a giant diaper or something.
Yeah, it looks crazy. But I mean, these are looking, I don't know what the price point is on these, but these are looking better than I thought they were going to be. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
the diaper looks coming back, so I mean.
Yeah. Some of us have been rocking it our whole lives. So, um,
Yeah, I see there's some 2009 stuff back there.
yeah, that looks like Simon Pegg back there, right? Looks like Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the one picture you showed, you could see the Chris Pine Kirk on the left. Because I saw the zoom in of the non-painted, and I'm like, wait, that looks like a 2009 phaser in that box. So, but yeah.
Yeah, looks like we got Sulu and Scotty back there, and this is the unpainted Kirk over here. To the unpainted William Shatner Kirk over here.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy that they would just do one figure from each other line like that.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
they would just do Pike and they would just do Kirk. Like why wouldn't they do
Yeah.
Kirk from Strange New Worlds since they have the Strange New since they're doing Strange New Worlds figures right there, obviously, but
No, we don't want to see Kirk. Then it would just confuse. That's like 4 versions of Kirk in one.
That's true.
he's growing. Paul Wesley's growing on me, man.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's all right. I think I mean I don't dislike the guy. I think he's doing a good job.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever. I just I wasn't feeling it at first, but I
Yeah.
mean as they've kind of been gradually putting him in, I'm he's slowly growing on me. So
Yeah. I genuinely when I first saw him on screen, it reminded me of the old Jim Carrey sketches from In Living Color where he played Captain Kirk. Like,
yeah.
and I'm not even saying that to be rude. He just kind of that was just kind of the vibe I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if X06 makes one, I'd pick it up for sure.
Oh, Paul Wesley Kirk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, show. Um, yeah, these highs are looking good, man. Hold on, but we didn't even talk about this. Dun, 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 the ship over here. I'm not sure how I feel about this Enterprise in general, but
Is
um,
that a
Not a
is that a
huge fan.
tricorder too? In the back?
this
Yeah.
is that what that's supposed to be? I thought it was supposed to just be like a
It
phone
looks
truck.
like the TN. Oh, okay. I thought it was like the TNG tricorder, but like
It's
closed
just a
up.
battery pack for them to
Yeah,
like.
that's what it was, a battery pack for the lights or something. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, to plug the ship in is what it. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should have. They should
You
have
almost
hidden it
had
a
the
little bit
new
better.
release, Chris. Yeah.
Kind of a sloppy display there.
Yeah.
I'm
And then,
looking at it on a very small format right now.
no. I understand. I understand. Um, it's cool. And you just woke up, so
Yeah.
nobody's blaming you.
See
Also just
RoboCop down there.
focused on the Star Trek stuff, but just looking down here to some of these unpainted, we've got this is like Apollo, right? Apollo Creed right here.
Yeah. Apollo
Yeah, and some
Creed,
Rocky figures, some
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Yeah,
Um,
they have like the Shylark Rocky right there too.
yeah. And I don't think I pulled a photo of this yet, of this Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad figure though, but it's
Oh
excellent.
yeah.
It looks great. It like you can't really tell from this photo. This is not a great photo of it, obviously, but
I
it
saw
looks
it. I saw it,
really,
yeah.
yeah, it is a nice looking figure. If they made him and Walter White, I'd probably get both just to have them. Just
Yeah,
yeah. And then you come home and all of a sudden your little figures are cooking meth. Like, yeah, isn't that what every kid wants is a little toy size meth lab, a little 6-inch scale.
what does it come with instructions?
I'm gonna guess not. I'm gonna guess, but you know what? Actually, I live in Florida, so probably it does. That's actually they print the recipe on the back of our birth certificates here in Florida on how to make meth. So
Just Google it.
for anybody out of state,
There's a YouTube tutorial for that.
there's probably so. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm gonna jump back to the comments real quick, see if anybody's popped up with anything to say. I saw a comment earlier from My Figure Universe who thankfully came through and just real quick while we're here, I want to make sure that I threw this out there. If you do not follow My Figure Universe on social media, please make sure you look those guys up. Especially if you're a Star Trek fan, they get plenty of great stuff out there. They always drop the latest news. They are lightning quick. It almost makes me think that the guy running it must be like an AI bot because he's so super fast. He makes really great content. They're always posting stuff about cosplay. They're posting new Star Trek news. They're posting classic Star Trek stuff. Please be sure to give them a like and subscribe and check them out because they really do a great job.
For the whole community of Star Trek.
For the entire community. So they threw out the doors that I couldn't name earlier, those type of doors, gull wing doors. I had never heard that before, I don't think. Gull wing doors, which were, a popular thing back in the day. We got David out here too. What's up, David? What's going on? So great. So I'm gonna pop back into kind of the big news. I mean, lots of big news today, but for me, probably personally, my favorite news thus far, and I'm gonna scroll to these real quick. There we go. Are the Nacelle toys, the Star Trek Nacelle toys. Sorry, usually I try and have this stuff a little bit more organized. It's just today we're working on no time. Come on, man. Let's see if we can get this to go. Because it's not operating the way I want. All right, can you see this?
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. We'll scroll back a little bit, see if we can get like a wide view. That's a pretty good wide view. Okay, great. So this is when I saw this, I almost openly wept in front of my students and everybody. So this is the new release, the Nacelle toys. This is the Star Trek line, obviously. And so happy with this. So happy with what we're looking at here. We knew it would be more of the obscure figures, characters we don't see very often, but I think they look great. And, we're going to see more of those main characters coming out wave 2, wave 3. So fret not, you're going to see plenty of the crew that you want to see, but right now they're kind of releasing some of these more obscure characters, and I personally love it. So just your thoughts on this, guys, just anything you want to throw out there. Obviously these accessories are looking really cool. We've got Livingston right here next to Jellicoe. We've got Genesis Torpedo back here. So what are you guys thinking about this?
Were you showing a zoomed in view? Because I just see the thumbnails. Can you zoom in on one of those?
Oh, is this not? Come on.
Oh yeah, I thought we were gonna like click on each one.
Yeah, that's what my for some reason my screen share for Zoom was not recognizing that window. So I'm just gonna try real quick. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's working now that I'm resharing. All right, there we go. You should see it better now.
Yep.
There we go.
Awesome. Fantastic. So do a little scroll in. This is a really great photo. We've got our boy Tuvik. So what are you guys feeling? How you guys feeling about this?
Buy the whole way.
Yeah, I feel not.
Pretty much. Oh man, Jellicoe came with the fishbowl.
Yeah, that's what I think I think we had a discussion on maybe one of our live episodes or something, and I think I even said that when we were talking about accessories that Jellicoe should come with Livingston. So I wonder if I accidentally manifested this, and if so, Brian Volkwise, I'll go ahead and send you my address so you can just like, if you want to PayPal me or whatever, like a commission, like that's cool. I'm here, man. I'm here for whatever. But yeah, lots of great stuff here. As I mentioned, as Avery just mentioned, we've got Livingston right here, and then we also have this Genesis Torpedo stuff over here next to Valkyris. But I mean, please, guys, your thoughts. You're uninhibited.
They look very realistic.
They look awesome.
Like they're very 100% screen accurate from what I could see from the pictures. Like the Captain Archer looks like how he looked on the episode of Mirror Darkly.
Yeah.
My biggest reaction would be they're not reusing any sculpt. Like all 8 of them look unique.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, this really seems to be like, even though there's not a big difference, it legitimately seems to be like they're scaled, right? Like Tuvix is a little bit taller than everybody else. Weigh-in seems to be, and Prescott was his name, right? Peter Press, or is it Preston?
Preston.
Preston, right? Yeah, Scotty's nephew here, he's a little bit shorter, you know what I mean? These legitimately seem to be, scaled really, really nicely.
Sulu with the teacup.
I know, I love it. I love it.
Captain Garrett. I wonder if Captain Garrett will come with a extra head, like
Oh,
showing
like with a
when she got
rock in
hurt.
it? Yeah.
You know, her being hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, kidding.
In case you haven't seen yesterday's Enterprise. Yeah.
Well, the episode that's like they're almost 40 years old.
Yeah. Episodes are almost older than we are. And obviously Valkyra's here, who also has an untimely demise. She's on screen for maybe what, like 5 minutes at the beginning of Star Trek 3.
Yep.
But I mean, I love it. The figure looks great.
Yeah.
Did a great job. I wonder if, looking at Livingston here in the fish tank and looking over here at the Genesis, I wonder if this is legitimately stuff that we're going to see, or if this was just printed for like display purposes, or, what is this going to be and who does it come with,
Well, the fact that one says the Genesis device Valkyris accessory seems to imply either it definitely will be sold.
You can
Right.
see better than I can, and I'm very
Yeah.
Because it says fall 2025. They're probably going to do an accessory pack. It sounds like possibly.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Yeah,
says
because you know
Valkyrie accessory.
the expanse figures they're doing.
Yeah.
They
the
just
Nacelle expanse. Yeah.
yeah. Did you see that they released a photo that was like teasing the chair of the Rocinante?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet looking.
Did I say that right?
You did.
The
Okay.
Rastafarian. What did you say?
Mm.
I've never
Yeah.
seen the expanse. It looks great, but I've never seen it.
You haven't? Oh, dude, you should watch it.
Yeah.
I don't want to like overhype it, but like you should watch it.
I don't want to overhype it, but it saved my life, and it
Nah,
changed my.
it's kind of like a slow. It starts off a little slow, but once it gets to like the fourth episode, you get so hooked into it. It's like I don't know. I think from all the science fictions, it's to me, I think it's one of the most realistic. Like it starts off that way, and it kind of but I think it's really really good.
I have the seasons on Blu-ray or DVD I ordered, so I have to go back and watch those.
Yeah.
On Amazon Prime too in 4K streaming.
Mhm.
You have that.
But yeah, I'm excited for those figures too. Even though I didn't pre-order them, but I'm excited for the expanse
Semi-excited.
figures. Yeah.
I didn't pre-order them yet either. I felt like I got time to deal with that later.
Yeah, but we gotta get on that. We need to pre-order those.
Support them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vocalist.
I gotta tell you, I don't remember Valkyris's hair being this wild.
It was.
I mean, I believe it. That's just crazy. Like, this has to hurt.
I thought those were feathers.
Captain Rachel Garrett looking really nice here. I'm really liking the joints.
That looked like a fucking lizard.
And yeah, these face sculpts look good.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was Archer till you zoomed in.
I wonder who I was hoping that would take me to way well, at least we check out Sulu real quick with his teacup.
Good articulation to be able to hold it like that.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
that's
Also the fact that on this tiny little cup it says USS Excelsior NCC 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Just really, 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 really nice. But yeah, super excited about this. Just I'm ready to pre-order everything. I'm ready for it. And then, I remember you remember when I don't mean to let's just a humble brag real quick. We were the podcast that actually broke this news that Brian came on our podcast first and announced
yeah.
the show. So I've been seeing him pop up on a lot of other podcasts lately, and I love it because we're getting all these new updates. But just quick humble brag that We got him first, everybody. But one thing he told us when we had that exclusive interview with him before anybody else was that they had that license to start selling their stuff in Walmart. So I know that like their RoboForest and their biker mice and stuff. So it'll be really cool to see these if these hit the shelves in Walmart. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be
To be
awesome.
part of that, Nacelleverse as they call it. So speaking of Nacelleverse, I want to share something else real quick. This was another big announcement that happened today, and actually Brian Adams, the other Brian from Nacelle, actually reached out to me via email just a little bit ago today and asked that we talk about this. And I told him 100% we'll cover this today. Was Nacelle's big announcement about this?
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're Barnyard Commandos. So this
They're
is
gonna do the cartoon?
Yeah, so they're going to make an animated series, and obviously they've got the licensing for the toys, so we're going to see Barnyard Commandos toys, but they're also going to see an animated series.
Nice.
Yeah, so these guys are going to be joining the Nacelleverse as well. So I remember these things as a kid. I remember them and I'll see them at toy shows and stuff still. Everyone,
I had some.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they were always really cool, very interesting, thick, heavy figures, but I think I want to say that maybe these were released by another. Maybe we've had this conversation before. That these were originally released by another company, and then that company
That's what
dropped the line, and Nacelle ended up picking it up. I think. Does that sound familiar, or am I just making that
I
up?
think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
But
because these have been on their website for a little bit, but
yeah,
Never
and
heard of the Barnyard Commandos before. This is my first hearing about it.
yeah, these are yeah. I'll see if I can pull up some photos of the stuff, but there's something that they just announced today. It went out on social media. They've got some articles about it right now. And I promise I'd cover this today just because they're super excited about this line coming out. And you can see here along with all the RoboForce stuff, and like they've been pushing a lot of Cowboys and Mesa, those figures lately. So yeah, so I just want to make sure that we got that out there into the world too, that to anybody watching us, that Barnyard Commandos coming to the Nacelleverse, going to be an animated series that should be really cool. Should be fun to watch. Yeah, man, should be great.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I
So
definitely want to check that out.
yeah, quick little commercial that I promised for the Nacelle toys. So
I really want to see the RoboForce cartoon. That actually looks like really good. I mean,
yeah,
it's I know it's like geared towards kids, but I think I think they're gonna do like a good balance of stuff for adults as well.
that's a really good point. I thought the same thing when I saw the Barnyard Commandos because I was like, this is really from like basically our generation. That's like
Yeah, yeah.
you got to be basically 35 to 45 to really even remember what that was. Um, so it makes me wonder, like, is it going to be is it focused on kids, but also like there's enough for like an adult to get into it and enjoy it? Because I feel like that's how you really, kids aren't going to be spending their money on these figures. They're going to be, on the more, they're going to be adult collectible priced.
I
And
thought
you
that. Oh,
well, go
sorry.
ahead. Yeah, I was just saying
I
you
was,
want adults to purchase the collectibles themselves, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the RoboForce cartoon I thought was interesting because it was like working robots that were like losing their jobs to like other robots that were coming in like. So I thought that was like kind of interesting
Some
because
social commentary there.
yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Like it kind of reminded me of like some of those old cartoons, like yeah, where they were like social commentary or like Toxic Crusaders and like Captain Planet was going around, and then even GI Joes were like eco warriors and stuff. Where it was all about saving the planet.
Or yeah, the anti-drug force.
Oh,
Yeah,
public service announcement.
yeah.
Pork chop sandwiches. Um, what even was I talking about? Sorry, I
Barnyard Commandos. You were talking about Barnyard Commandos, and then I was kept talking about RoboForce, but
no, it's all good. No, the figures look great, and the cosplay. I wish I would have gone to MegaCon this year. MegaCon was here
yeah,
in Orlando. Brian Volkwise was here, and they had some really kind of nice like cosplay kind of stuff that they used for RoboForce. I mean, it was these really tall, really intricate robots that they had put together. It was really cool, and I wish I had been there.
There's another convention happening right now, ZoloCon.
Where's that at?
I don't know. It's in Prussia, PA.
Oh, Prince of
Yeah, one of my
Pennsylvania.
friends is actually up at that convention.
Okay.
I think he went because there was a convention exclusive Mythic Legions figure.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's why I brought it up, because there's a lot of toy companies there, like Mythic Legions, I think Beast Kingdom, and then also Ramen Toys is there too, and they showed off like a Megatron figure. I put the picture in the chat. That I you didn't see it, Eric? It was like the camo tank version of Megatron.
Oh no, I wasn't able to catch up on all the pictures yet.
No, I don't think I saw that one either.
I just saw it like this morning, and I just threw it in there.
Nice, cool.
But
So something I caught today again, just kind of more and more reveals that were coming out of New York Toy Fair. Did any of you guys ever collect this line of Universal Monsters from NECA? This Teenage
no,
Mutant Ninja Turtle Universal Monsters line. So I've got the whole line so far, and looking at this, it kind of almost looks like a little bit of a different approach, and that the figures just seem a little bit brighter. They seem I don't know. It's something different about it that I'm really liking. The other ones seem darker. These would seem a little bit lighter. I do like this two-headed monster, whatever this thing is supposed to be.
thing with two heads.
Yeah. But also this is our Shredder as Dracula.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Is that a dead rat down there?
Yeah,
Wow, rude. Um,
and a turtle with a candle wick melting on it.
Splinter.
is he also is he holding a rat too? It looks like this is crushing a rat in his other hand.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. And then finally, I don't even know what this is from. This is from something I've never seen before, but I saw the
That's supposed to be like a Roman. Like why it looks kind of like Roman, like it's he's like the ape body, and he has like the round, like kind of like TV looking head with the
Gotcha.
antenna.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the movie poster that this is based off of, and I couldn't remember what it was called.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It has a different name. I forget what it's called, the movie, but the character, the monster, is called like Roman, I think.
I gotcha. Yeah, man, it looks crazy. But I mean, those are three new figures from NECA too, from their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Universal Monster line. I thought this line was dead, so I was surprised to see three different releases from
Yeah,
it today. So that was really
those look cool. I really want to get that Krang.
Oh yeah, this Krang is
Yeah,
this is
that's
wild looking. It's just
I
weird.
don't have any of those, but I want that Krang. And the one with the two-headed turtle looked really badass too.
Yeah, I'm liking this. It's just weird. Just it's a very
I,
weird figure.
I think it's just with NECA, like that, since their prices have gone up, I've just been
Yeah.
kind of holding off more. And then their stuff has been kind of like more readily available, kind of like people have been just kind of like buying it up, and then later like like changing their mind and selling it off. So I guess I'm just kind of waiting out those crowds
Yeah,
to just kind of pick it up later.
I got you. Makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of
And
did. I didn't notice until I went and bought some stuff when I first got back. I was like, oh, the prices went up a little bit on some of their stuff or on
yep,
their.
yep, they did. And I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, inevitable, I guess, right? Like everything is just costing more nowadays, and toy prices are just going up and up and up.
Some things happened in this country while you were away, Avery.
Nah,
I want to get
hey,
you up to speed.
it won't like I was in a vacuum, all right? Uh, you know,
Yeah, don't try
I'm
and buy eggs. Yeah,
trying not to, that debacle I saw yesterday on TV kind of hit home hard. So
yeah.
Mm.
You know what? Speaking of NECA, the only thing that it's not a gripe, it's just a notice. They've been bringing back a lot of stuff that they brought back when they first came out.
Yeah,
Like I saw them re-release, different stuff from the Terminator line from when they
yeah.
first came out. And what movie was it? It was an obscure movie they had did some stuff for when they re-released. They re-brought out the Planet of the Apes stuff. I've been seeing that at Target. And I'm like,
Yes, yeah.
okay, why don't y'all re-bring out some of the Alien versus Predator stuff, like that Alien Pred uh hybrid? Like I would like that because you can't get that unless you're paying like 200 and you got to look out for a Chinese knockoff
Knockoffs. Yep.
Yeah.
unless they don't have
Okay,
appropriate
Oh,
uh
the
the
licensing.
movie was called Robot Monster. Sorry.
It was called Robot Monster. What'd you
Yeah,
call it?
Robot Monster, and the
Was it
monster was
called
called
Roman?
Ro Man. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry. I was looking it up on my phone.
Classic.
yeah.
Uh,
They,
I see some of these pictures, NECA teasing us with the street scene diorama, using it for all their publicity. And
is that the
where's
tune?
ours?
Is that the tune diorama or was that the regular one?
I don't even remember which one I ordered now.
I think
It's
they're
been
no.
so
We
long.
ordered the tune. We ordered the tune one, and you're right. It's been a long time. Somebody actually posted in one of the turtle groups that I'm in, like finally, because he got his shipping information for his tune dial, and I was like, is that shipping or is that creating a
Label
shipping label and it's going to sit in the
Doesn't
warehouse for 6 months before they send it
doesn't
out? Because
doesn't mean shit.
yeah, it doesn't mean it until it moves, until it's in FedEx's hands, it means nothing. You know what I mean? So it could just sit there for a while. But yeah, the NECA has I think it's at least two, I'm trying to think if it was two or three different diodes that are basically the same. They're just different styles, kind of.
Mhm.
One is tuned and then one is kind of a lot more of a live action regular one. And I feel like there's another one that I'm just forgetting, but um, yeah.
I'm
So,
glad it was the cartoon one because I've been building up a collection of those
but the
cartoon
tune figures, yeah,
turtles,
yeah, no, yeah, we
and
ordered,
I
yeah,
haven't opened them yet.
yeah, they dropped when they re-released that too. You and I both pre-ordered it, so ours are out there somewhere in the ether, sitting in a warehouse somewhere, just being guarded by top men. But like, I don't know if we'll ever see them. Um, but speaking of robot monsters and robots and Roman, where is this at? Wonder if you guys saw this. I thought this was pretty cool. Do a quick share again. Bloop.
Hmm.
These Transformers figures, these are from a company, I think they're called YOLO Park. I don't think I'd ever heard of them before.
Mm.
Hmm.
But they have
Sounds like
legs.
some sounds like someone's screen name.
YOLO Park. Yeah. No, I thought yeah, it was. Here's an Optimus Prime, obviously. So I guess these are inspired by this is Gen like a Transformers that says Gen 1. I guess it's inspired by like first generation.
What
Gives
is
you
Yeah, it
some
looks
the
like the art on the box.
I saw them described as a AMK kit. What does anybody know what that means? Is that like a model
Mm,
kit or something you put
sounds
together?
like it. Sounds like a little snap kit or something, or
oh
like this.
MK series. I don't know what that means.
it's a model kit because look at the bottom under Optimus Prime. It says 20 centimeter model kit.
There you go.
I don't know, that's a lot of work, man. I
Your
can't
parents help
Unless
you put it together.
unless they're already like pre kind of put
pre-painted.
together.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, they
There
just
must be a
snapping it
company out of
together like
out
Lego.
of Europe for them to be measured in centimeters.
Good catch. Yeah. I don't know. I was just talking with a friend of mine that when we had those vintage Joe's vehicles growing up, that one of the most fun we had was actually putting them together, putting the stickers on them.
Yeah.
They came in those like plastic sprues, they call them. You had to get the utility knife out and cut the parts off of there and put them all. I don't know, just the building of it and then the satisfaction of having a completed vehicle. It was a lot of fun. So I mean, I could see where maybe those would be cool. Maybe buy one of them to give it a try.
Yeah.
Some
But I'm a big
fucking
Lego fan, so I mean I like building
some
things.
fucking nerd toys, dude.
Yeah, STEM.
Eric, I second it. Don't let Chris try to junk you out
Why
and
don't you play
shame
with
you.
your erector sets?
Dude, I was just about to make an erector set fucking joke.
I'm known for the 6 inches.
Hold on, yeah. Erector, I think I had one erector set when I was a kid, but it was pretty dope. I remember liking it. I just didn't really, I don't know. Maybe if I would have got into it, I'd be an engineer now and I'd make a lot more money than I do directing a nonprofit
Yeah.
organization. You know what I mean? So maybe
They had other sets when I remember they had ones that were like with little plastic things, and then you would like put them together, and then they'd come with like engines, and they were like see-through,
yeah.
and they would be like a car, or like one would go in the water, and you could see the mechanics of it. That I forget
Yes.
what they were, but they were like kind of like supposed to be science, like fucking
Yeah, like STEM, like science. Yeah,
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about Capsella?
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
that?
that
Google
sounds
that.
that's
Google that, Chad.
Yeah. Capsella.
They had all these like little gears and motors like inside of them, and you
Mhm.
could
Yeah.
motorize them too.
Yeah, like if you had a science project, you'd be like, oh, I want to do that. And you'd be like, that's a fucking toy, dude. That's not a fucking science project.
Hey, there were some pre-orders that came out this past week. That there was some Marvel Legends stuff that popped up, some Spider-Man Gamerverse stuff. So yeah,
Oh
like
yeah, the
these
Marvel
different
Legends, yeah.
versions of Miles Morales come out. Yeah, and
Yes.
I picked all that
They,
up.
they got the Puerto Rican one. Ooh.
So I messed up. I didn't get the Felicia Hardy in time, like in the day that thing sold out on pre-order. So I'll just wait. I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store.
What was that $50 Spider-Man they dropped that everybody was complaining about the price on? It was like some kind of
It was like
Ultimate Spider-
it was because it was like a fully articulated one that like they had put out with like a brand new body and everything that they
and
made
it had like a bunch
specifically.
of accessories, I feel
Yeah.
like, but people just were not
But
feeling that $50 price point.
yeah, but everyone's been complaining about how they've been wanting that Spider-Man. So and people are just mad because they they sell like those knockoff ones that are like $25 or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's like, dude, you're comparing two totally different things, and that are um sold in different markets,
Yeah. Yeah.
they have different restrictions and stuff. So
Can't make anybody happy around here.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, the fans are like the biggest complainers about everything. So
true. That's just how we are.
yeah,
The toxic fandom. Is that who we are?
Not me though, I'm great. So this is the Dio that Eric was talking about earlier that we see on display. So this is definitely not the Toon Dio looking at it.
No?
Oh, those are
I don't know.
Yeah,
those are
these are
the
last
last
Ronin.
Ronin.
Yeah, these are all Ronin figures on this.
So I didn't know this until I went to my comic book shop. They didn't brought out like a whole. It's like a third last Ronin series out now.
Yeah. Yeah, you see a lot of the characters. I don't know the series very well. I haven't read it, but I've heard a lot about it. You see, what do they call her? Granny? I think Granny April down here at the bottom left. And the 4 new turtles that are supposed to replace, like replace the
The original.
originals. Yeah. Casey Marie, who I'm assuming is the child of Casey Jones and April, I'm just guessing.
nice.
But yeah, I mean, good. I mean, this is not something I would collect because I have no connection to the source material. But I mean, all good looking stuff from NECA here. Really nice, actually intricate, very nice looking figures from the last Ronin series. And they look good on this Dio for sure.
Yeah, yeah, man. Turtle fans should be really, really happy.
Yeah. We definitely got plenty of turtle stuff actually out here. If we
Oh, they got some
scroll here.
Mirage stuff coming out. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, April's finally coming out.
Yeah.
The wing nut looked awesome.
Yeah, the wing nut and screw loose.
Ooh.
Yeah, closer look at some Mirage stuff here.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a bunch of the like wrestling figures
So I
too.
wonder how they're going to bring that out. Is it going to be Holothon again, or
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't
randomly on the
think
website?
they mentioned. I'm guessing this is a 4-pack, right? Doesn't it look like that
Yeah.
based off of the box on the back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we got some Mirage here.
Okay.
Yep. And then this is the Dark Leo that's based on one of the comic books, I believe. It's kind of like it's cartoon series they label it as, but it's inspired by a comic book from what I understand. This didn't
Yeah,
actually.
he listens to a bunch of industrial music.
You trying to say
Explains
steampunk?
the chain. Yeah.
He's dark.
Steampunk. Yeah. I don't even know what this is. I don't know.
That looks like Donnie, but looks like he got a foot.
Yeah. I saw this and I was just curious as to what that was supposed to be. This is cool. This was unexpected. Well, I mean, not unexpected, but it was just a nice surprise to see that Panda Con was going to be out there. So I'll have to give him in the collection for sure. And then Chris mentioned this earlier. They had some wrestling figures on display. So now we're curious to see if this wrestling ring does make an appearance. If they are going to sell the wrestling ring itself, it's cool. It's got that little backdrop in the background with all these different characters watching in the audience.
Yeah.
I had the comic that this stuff came from, actually.
This is an Archie comic, right?
Yes, because that's the first comic I actually ever picked up was the Ninja Turtle ones back in 1990.
So is this Ace Duck right here?
Yes, so
Oh,
I have the Leatherhead figure.
nice.
The Ace Duck hasn't come out yet.
No, no. The yeah, the Leatherhead it's a big figure. That's a big boy.
Yeah, the
He
Mirage
looks more like
Leatherhead is even going to be even bigger. I just pre-ordered it on Big Bad Toy Store.
Gotcha.
ass duck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The wing nut and screw loose that Chris mentioned earlier.
I think those are coming. That's from the Archie as well. Yeah, that's from the Archie because that's
So
how they
do
look
you
in the comic.
know, Chris and I were talking about this earlier. Do you know anything about this turtle with the A on the belt?
I don't know who that is. I collected the comic, but not seriously. I actually before I went to Kuwait found like the trade paperbacks that IDW bought out for those, and I literally bought almost all of them. A couple
Yeah.
of them are super expensive to get, but I literally own like most of them, so I had to go back and take the time and read all of it. But I don't know. I'm not familiar with that A turtle.
Me neither. I tried to Google it and I couldn't really figure anything out. So if anybody knows, if you could drop something in the comments, I'm curious because I don't think I know what that's from. Oh, and then that's a bunch of NECA stuff, but a lot of the vintage stuff is getting re-released as well. So this is actually a 1-to-1 scale with the original sewer that was released back in the 90s.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see Slash.
Yep. Got a whole bunch of guys in here just hanging out. So this is a lot of room for this little, play set, kind of diorama, kind of a vibe that I mean is really, really cool. What's really amazing about this play set in general is that it kind of has like these two layers. You have the sewer down at the bottom, you have the street level on the top. So
All
that's
right, so
always
I,
really
I
cool.
I found out who that turtle is.
Who is it?
Okay, in 1994, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Archie comic, April O'Neil was transformed into the fifth
That's
turtle.
right. Yes.
She wore a white bandana, sported an A initial on her belt buckle, and wielded a katana.
That's right. I forgot about that. That totally slipped my mind. Great job, research. More pictures of that sewer.
Ooh, Krang and his walker.
Yep. We got the box back there. It's looking pretty cool. This is from, are these the 2003?
Yeah, that's 2012.
12?
Mm-hmm.
But then we also, no.
Well, what's that? Whoa.
I don't like that they're doing those.
That's the little what are those things they used to drill down to get to
Yeah. The Mutant module is what it's called. Yeah.
Wait, I see the neutrino car on the right.
That's the foot car.
Oh, the foot car. Oh, it looked like the neutrino car a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
That could be possibly a repaint.
Oh yeah. If we got a neutrinos car out of that too, that would be really cool. I guess we would also need them to re-release the neutrinos though for that to happen. But I believe if we keep going, we see a bunch of re-releases here that
I remember having Mutagen Man.
yeah. Yeah, Mutagen Man, we
This
got
makes me want to go back and watch the cartoon to see if all this stuff actually showed up in the cartoon.
I think most of it does.
Yeah.
There's only a few things that don't. I don't think PandaCon was actually in the cartoon.
I think he was the comic book Archie.
Yeah. I don't think he was actually in the cartoon. It might have been one of those things they made a toy out of it, and then that inspired something, and that ended up in a comic book later on. But yeah, no, that's a good point. Is that some of these didn't end up actually in the. Oh, this was just something.
Oh, that's the boxes. I was like, what is that at the bottom?
Yeah, just the boxes. I think for these figures up top.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Dracula we were looking at earlier.
The Dracula.
And then I guess this is another 2-pack re-release, maybe, of the Turtles from the movies.
Man, they're worse than the Jordans.
Well,
They keep bringing out the same stuff. Like
Every 5 years, it's an anniversary, right?
yeah. So
they just did a movie. Not a movie. The Mirage 4-pack. I pre-ordered it last year, and it's probably in my storage because I picked it up from my dad's house. But then they brought them out individually in individual sets, and now they're bringing out the ones to the left there, like the disguise or them dressed up. Another 4-pack. The 4-pack they need to re-release is that Shredder 4-pack they did with the foot.
With the foot soldiers,
I think that's what they're individually bringing out now, minus the Shredder.
That was for the video game, wasn't it? Though.
No. It was a Mirage.
Oh no, Mirage. Yeah,
San Diego Comic Con, I think, or New York, San Diego, New York, one of the two.
Yeah, I will say that these re-releases, I mean, at least they're good. Like, if you're just trying to get into the collecting, and these movie figures are hard to come by for the Turtles, at least. So this might be a good opportunity to pick them up if you haven't yet.
I had them all.
I also have them all. That's why.
Oh, did I tell y'all the story about when I tried to get the first box set? I was in Kuwait in 2018, and my roommate was like, "Oh, can I get that for my son?" So I went on the website, and this is before NECA got hip to wow, people were using bots. I literally had two in my cart. I went to go pay, and then when I went to click pay, it was like sold out. I was like, "What the heck?" It was less than like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So, and then later that year, I didn't know GameStop was getting them individually, and they had a glitch in the system, and they were selling them for like $5 a pop.
And we wonder why GameStop's going out of business eventually.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Avery.
No, I didn't get to get the next year. The next year I did get, because they like the one they did the Turtles, and they did like the Shredder and the Foot Soldiers and stuff. I got those individually.
Yeah.
GameStop.
Oh. Yeah, I got all those from GameStop too. They're dope. I love those figures.
So now 2 out of the 3 versions of Super Shredder.
Oh, speaking of which, Eric, I think they showed off the Ultimate Shredder, the Toon Ultimate Shredder, at Toy Fair as well. I thought I had a picture of that. Maybe I don't. So I know that you were looking for that one because it's not cheap to come across a NECA Toon Shredder right now. So pretty sure there's the Ultimate one that's coming out.
Nice.
You'll be able to grab.
Because the Shredder usually came. I have a Shredder because it came in a 2-pack that they did 3 or 4 years ago.
I think
because I was walking through Target and I was like, "Is that a Shredder?" And I literally like yanked that off the shelf right then.
Oh, you found it at Target? Oh wow.
Yeah, this was like, so the NECA started switching around the 2-packs because originally Shredder came, I think, with Crane, but the one I had came with somebody else. The one that I have, they switched it up when they re-released it, and I think that was like 2017, 2018.
I think Shredder came with Leo when they switched him up. So
yeah,
a bad guy versus a good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When I saw that shred, I was like, I better get it now, or I won't ever get it. So
Yeah.
What about the NECA Sesame Street figures?
Yes, thank you for the reminder
oh
because
yeah, I saw those too.
I'm obsessed. I might need to pull those from their actual. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a second.
We can't just bring up that where the chat is on that, and there's all
So
the
yeah,
pictures.
just let me pull. Yeah, let me pull.
Okay.
Eric,
Yeah, dude, the Big Bird looked awesome. Freaking what was it?
We had Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, Oscar
Hey,
the Grouch. Yeah.
Who was the monster looking guy? I forget his name.
I forget his name too.
Mr. Snuffleupagus.
No, there's another one.
Wasn't he the Mana monster guy? Isn't he him?
Is
Isn't
that
he him?
who that is?
Yeah, I thought he was the one that sang that song.
The Mana?
Yeah, the Mana.
Bitch, I live in a trash can. Ain't nobody helping me. So yeah,
What the heck are those behind Oscar?
they look like elephant
Noses,
noses or something. It
snorts,
is weird.
snouts.
Why are they there though? What is that?
Yeah, I was like, who? What character is that? That had no snouts.
I know. He had the little worm guy was his homie, which I see him down there at the bottom.
And then is that a fish wrapped up in a newspaper or something? What is that?
That's his lunch, dude. It's probably like a fish head with like the classic bone, like what you'd always see on like Heathcliff.
Yeah. And
Damn,
then,
I'd like to see some Heathcliff figures. That'd be dope.
that would be pretty cool. He had a hard.
I know Boss Fight Studios doing some Garfield figures, and they're doing Fraggle Rock figures that are really dope.
I'm a fan of Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, dude, I really want to get the Sprocket figure because he looks like my dog.
You know the old guy from Fraggle Rock is the old guy from Boondock Saints, the bartender.
Really?
Yeah, the fuck ass that guy. Same dude. Fun fact. I got more pictures of the Sesame Street stuff here. There we go. Yeah, Big Bird looks great. I might. You know what? I might have to get all these. I really like these.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Some.
I wonder if
This guy.
Snuffleupagus is coming soon too.
Oh, what is this? I can't remember his name. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's right here. What's his name?
Ultimate.
Does it say Hairy Monster? Is that his name? That seems rude.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Harry. Yeah, Ultimate Harry
Yeah,
Monster.
this is Hairy Monster.
Mm.
I for some reason I don't remember him from Sesame Street.
I thought he was the Manamangop guy.
Do we need to Google who was the Phenomena guy from?
Who's saying Manamana?
Isn't that Muppets though? Isn't that a little bit different than Sesame Street? It could be, but I think the only crossover.
I think you're right. Actually, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think the only crossover with Sesame Street and Muppets is Kermit.
Probably the same dude did the same voice though.
That would make sense.
It's Jim Henson.
Mystery solved. And then his little friend, whoever this guy is, Harry Monster's son with the Eugene Levy eyebrows. Oh, and then your boys Bert and Ernie and the Count.
She's got them Eugene Levy eyebrows.
Does it? Tell me that little guy doesn't have Eugene Levy eyebrows.
Oh, did you see that they're doing Lilo and Stitch figures too?
NECA?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
think
So
that
that
was
was
like
kind
a
of-
live action thing, wasn't it?
what?
I think it was a live action thing. Right? Like, is it based off the live action movie or is it from the cartoon?
It's based. I don't know. It's like it's him. as Elvis. So
Yes.
I don't
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know if because they have the Elvis license they're able to do that because Elvis has his own kind of licensing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe this means they're going to be doing Disney stuff too because Disney pulled out with Super 7 or they stopped doing stuff together. So
Yeah. But yeah, the Bert and Ernie, they look really good. But also,
oh,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna bring up what about what is it? Mattel doing DC again? Doing DC
Yeah.
figures?
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. I wanted to make sure we cover that today because that was some really big news. Why don't you talk about it, Chris? What'd you read about it?
Just all I heard is just like what everyone posted was basically that Mattel picked up is gonna start doing the DC figures again, and so everyone started speculating that McFarlane is gonna stop doing DC figures, and so yeah, that's kind of the thing. There hasn't been any official word from McFarlane about that yet, so that's all I know.
Well, I mean, as you can see, sometimes these companies, multiple companies have
License.
License,
Yeah.
yeah,
license at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah. Because I think DC, what was it? DC Direct was doing figures when DC Universe Mattel was doing figures, but they were doing totally different figures.
Yeah.
Like I
Different
think
scales and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, different scale too. But I preferred the DC Direct because they were doing figures that were based off the comic artist. Like they had the Hush figures, they had the Dark Knight Returns figures, they had like the Long Halloween figures. Like all those figures like were what got me into like collecting DC.
Yeah, I'm
But I
curious
think
to
that
see. Yeah.
the DC UC line was really cool because they were just trying to put out one version of each character. So
Yeah.
they all had the same kind of standard. They had the same body, the same body that they were using, to save on whatever tooling or whatever. And they had kind of like that generic kind of like, you know, almost like Masters of the Universe kind of faces. They all
Okay.
had that same kind of style of face,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, they were a good line, and it went pretty extensive. They were doing a bunch of exclusive figures. They were doing the Build a figures that were really dope. That
Hold
was a
up,
good line.
I got an article because I posted on my Facebook page. So it says Mattel wins back lucrative rights to make DC themed action figures, other toys. It's from LA Times. Please let me be able to read this whole thing. Don't be a paywall. Mattel's reclaimed highly coveted rights to create action figures and collectibles based on DC characters such as Batman and Superman starting in the second half of 2026. It's a huge deal. We're dealing with some of the greatest superheroes and some of the best action figure potential in the industry, and we're incredibly excited by that, said PJ Lewis, Mattel Senior Vice President, Global Head of Action Figures and Fisher Price Entertainment. Mattel lost the global licensing rights about 6 years ago to develop the market some DC-related toys to rival Spin Master and McFarlane Toys. Mattel was still allowed to produce DC-themed toys aimed at girls and preschoolers. The new multi-year deal could help fuel sales for the El Segundo-based toy maker and entertainment company as it competes with contenders such as Hasbro, which produces Marvel superhero figures. In 2024, Mattel's net sales were 5.4 billion, a 1% drop compared to the same period the year before. The company's net income reached 542 million, up from 214 million in 2023. On Wednesday, the shares of the company stock closed at $21.25. Mattel and Warner Brothers Discovery, which owns DC brand, did not disclose the agreement's financial terms. Licensing agreements as this one allows a company to make use of intellectual property owned by another entity, typically exchanged for a fee or a percentage of the sales. Along with figurines, Mattel will also be able to create and market DC-themed play sets, accessories, role-play products as part of the deal. The agreement includes the rights for all DC stories and characters, including Wonder Woman, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. I was trying to see
Yeah.
if it
Well,
had any crossover. Uh,
the fact it says wins back the rights makes it sound like McFarlane lost the rights.
Yeah. And then I don't
yeah,
know if you saw McFarlane posted some pictures of like Mortal Kombat figures. I didn't see any I didn't see any DC figures or anyone post anything like that, so I'm assuming that that's probably going to be done.
Interesting.
I wonder if those toys would be worth anything. His McFarlane stuff, because I was at a comic book shop and there were certain McFarlane toys that they were trying to sell for $100. It's like, why is this toy worth that much?
I don't know. When the last toy show I went to, there was a guy with a booth, and that's all he had was McFarlane figures,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. It's just they have a really nice range of figures, but it's just like I think it's really frustrating. I don't collect their figures, but I think it's frustrating for me because I used to collect DC figures. Is that they put out so many fucking Batman figures.
Yeah.
They don't have any Wonder Woman figures. You know, the few that they do have are like the obscure ones. They don't have like just the classic looking Wonder Woman figures. And I feel like now they're trying to do that shit. Now they're trying to put out some of these classic figures, and it's like too late. You
Yeah.
know, they lost the fucking license. So
Well, one
whatever.
thing too, they're also kind of um releasing the Batman stuff. I'm like, man, we already had that. I mean, when I
Yeah,
say
exactly.
Batman the animated series, I'm like, yo, we already had this action figure. And I feel like they just took the molds from DC collectibles and then just re-released it in their new boxing.
Yeah, and like Dark Knight Returns and like, dude, it's like that. All that stuff's been done already. The coolest thing about what they're doing is the vehicles. I think that's the best thing that they're doing is they're
Yeah.
making fucking huge vehicles and they're making them pretty affordable, you know? Like they're putting out vehicles that are bigger than fucking the Has or big yeah, bigger than the HasLabs and they're making them like $100, you know?
Yeah.
They're
Makes me
I
wonder
mean
why Hasbro can't do the same thing.
Yeah.
they don't have all the bells and whistles, you know? But I mean, fuck, I'm sure collectors would like a more stripped down version of
That they can
you know,
afford. Yeah.
yeah, they can afford and then they can, you know, they can add on like there's a lot of these companies right now doing little kits that you can, you know, fucking
Pimp it out. Yeah.
pimp it out. Yeah.
Nice, cool. Well, gentlemen, I think Eric and I are a little short on time here. I think we both have a stop at about 4:30, so it might be time to start wrapping things up. Might be time to hit the pick of the podcast. So if you got something you want to show off, now's a good time to do it. I did not get a chance to properly open this, so I'm just gonna at least show the box real quick. This came in last night, so I haven't had a chance to check it out myself really, but uh, my XO6. Oops, sorry. Sorry, microphone. My XO616 McCoy just came through. Okay, I'm disappearing. There we go. Just
That
came
looks pretty
through
dope.
and looking forward to opening this guy. My Disco McCoy from the motion picture. I've been seeing the photos in the XO6 collectors group. I'm sure Chris, I'm sure you've seen them. They look really, really nice. I know Chris's figure is on the way now. So I'll try and post pictures and things like that when I get mine open because it looks fantastic. Some of the details on the hands and the face and things look great. The costume looks great. Just overall, really nice figure. You guys have anything you want to show off before we wrap up and get out of here?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Cool.
Another wave of G.I. Joe Classified came out.
That's weird because Chris is more of our GI Joe guy, but
Mm,
yeah,
debatable. Debatable. You guys see this okay? This dial tone?
Pretty sick.
Yeah, they did they're really just they've hit the sweet spot now of being true to the vintage design, but
Yeah.
updating it just enough to look modern
yeah,
and, eliminate anything that might have been kind of silly. His
That
backpack
That's what really brought me into the line, I think.
This backpack has this feature where you can kind of open up, and there's a little terminal there, so he can
That's
actually
pretty dope.
use it for something. Maybe it's like long range
Sick, bro.
missions.
He could
So
like
yeah,
hack the planet with zero cool.
so bunch of other stuff has arrived. I mean, not like we have time to go through all of it. A bunch of these Super 7 Joes were on clearance at Big Bad. So I picked up the Scarlet.
Nice.
I mean, these are $55 normally. I think I got this for like under $20.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Very cool.
So it's totally worth that price with the
yeah.
multiple heads and all the accessories that you
Yeah.
get there.
I'm hoping to find some of those Super 7 Ninja Turtle Ultimates like cheap. I've seen some pop up, but I'm waiting for someone to just like have a collection that they're just trying to get rid of and just jump on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see the Super 7 turtles pop up too much, but I'm sure.
There's some I'm looking at right now online.
Nice. Very nice. Chris, you got anything?
Yeah. I have these Super 7 Thundercats. These are the cheaper ones though. These aren't the ultimate ones. These were like made
Okay.
with like the same molds. So
Gotcha.
these were like $35. They're fucking awesome.
Okay.
I love
Not bad. Yeah, that looks really good.
love these, dude.
I didn't know they had like a non-ultimate version. That's really nice.
Yeah. And then I've been picking up you guys know the Masters of the Universe, the Masterverse figures.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
fucking awesome, dude. I love these, dude.
Are you finding those cheap too? Or
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at lots that are available that are cheap, and I'm seeing like, oh, which ones do I have? Which ones don't I have?
Hmm.
Or I'm just fine. I'm just like looking on OfferUp, like I'll put it in the filter, like, oh, I only want to, I don't want to spend more than $20, and I'll type in the character, and then whoever has it, I'll just message them, and I'll fucking see if I could talk them down to cheaper or something. Look at this. This one's fucking sick,
I
dude.
love what they did
Nice.
with him.
Yeah, look at this one. This is basically like the classics line figure.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
That was
that's what they're
really
doing.
good.
That's what they're doing with a lot of these. They're using like the classic bodies, but they're just putting on like different sculpts on them. Or
That was pretty dope.
yeah, there's another one where you could see he has like a kind of like a goblin face,
Yeah.
but this one's better. I think this is the new Eternia one. That's what's so confusing is because they have like the Revelation, the Revolution. They have the fucking new Eternia.
Yeah, what's the
And
Yeah.
difference?
what's the difference?
Yeah, just which show they're based off of or something?
Yeah, what show they're based on, or like I don't know because
Yeah.
I jumped into this fucking line late. Do you know, Eric? Are you like
Well, I
kind of
have some
clowning
of
me?
No. I have some of them, but I haven't opened any of them. They're all in my
You're like,
closet.
oh, do you know?
Do you
'Cause I do.
know? Yeah, because I'm a huge fan.
I would do that
Man.
too with G.I. Joe, but not on Masters of the
All right.
Yeah. All right, Avery, I know
Well-
you're in a hotel. I'm guessing you don't have anything you can show off.
Nah, sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good.
The day I finally get stuff out of storage, man, they're gonna have to do a whole episode series.
Yeah. Start popping up.
Special report.
Avery's
Yeah.
garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric?
Eric, I want to pay you a compliment from my friend Kenton that we interviewed last
Yeah, he
week.
was great, man. He was awesome.
He has great reverence for you since you have the USS flag.
Oh, he didn't even get to
Big
meet
fan of
me.
Eric. Yeah.
Because he has a lot of the GI Joe classified and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but he had checked out some of the episodes. Like, man, who's that got the flag? I was like, that's my boy Eric. You know, he got it at the right time when eBay wasn't the Wild West that it is.
Yeah.
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 More like GI Joke.
I sense a lot of hate in this
Probably
one.
jealousy. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
But
worry,
it was a
don't worry,
little-
Eric. I won't let him jump you out.
Let him
I got backup now. Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh man.
No, that was like a low point for the line. And eBay was pretty new. It had only been around for a few years. So I think
Yeah.
there weren't a lot of people on there. And thank God this woman in Oregon got divorced and sold off her whole collection. So
That's what I say every day. Thank God that woman in Oregon got divorced.
Well, I just feel like
Where
eBay-
did you find out she had this collection and you were like, ma'am, your husband is out right now. Do you know where your husband's at?
He's actually totally faithful. He's just at work, just trying to grind
You
it.
you planted a used condom in his car.
That and some Photoshop, yeah.
Who's one? Jesus.
Yeah, I miss the old
Anyway,
days of eBay. Mhm.
anyway, on behalf of Avery, Chris, Eric, and myself, thanks for tuning in to the latest Toy Boys podcast. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of all the latest reveals from New York Toy Fair, and there's definitely a lot to add to our wish list. Don't forget to follow us for more toy news, deep dives, and collector conversations. Be sure to like and subscribe and pick up some of our merch. Until next time, Toy Boys, disassemble. And we are out.
Sweetness.
How long can I hold my facial expression for?